Let's bring in Timothy Williams Jr., 29-year veteran of the Los Angeles Police Department. Thank you so much for being with us, Mr. Williams.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we heard Michael there just reference that, many police officers are saying they just don't want to deal with the stress. So what are you hearing from your colleagues, those still on the force, maybe those who've left, really on just the current state of policing?
Well, what I'm hearing, and I deal with this stuff on a daily basis in my practice, is that there is the officers that are leaving, they don't want to face the issue of accountability. You have to go out there and do, in my opinion, constitutional policing. I was a police officer for almost 30 years. I still am in contact with colleagues of mine that are still active and have retired. And the issue is that the majority of the police officers want to do the right thing. But there's an element in law enforcement, that not only locally, but nationwide, that want to do policing their way. As you saw in this videotape in Florida, that's not the way to do policing. Kicking somebody when they're handcuffed, when they're down. Well, now there is accountability. There's things that are in place in the manuals that have never been addressed before, that are now starting to be addressed. As a result of the George Floyd incident that we saw last year. But again, this is something that reform that's been talked about. There's got to be changes in law enforcement. There's got to be changes in policing, and there's got to be, I call it, you have to have constitutional policing, doing the right things all the time.
Well, and you say that, most police officers do, want to do the right thing, but, people aren't wanting to join the force. So how do we change that? We obviously need more officers. We need officers, to protect us.
Well, again, you have to, I know the dialogue that's out there, but you got to go and look behind the dialogue. Where are these recruiters looking? When I was with the department, I was president of the Oscar Joe O'Brien Association. That was the Black Law Enforcement Association. We recruited more minority officers than the department did, because we knew where to look. We knew we had a different approach than LAPD did at that time, and we were very, very successful, not only with LAPD but other law enforcement agencies in Southern California. So I'm very suspect with these comments. There are individuals out there that are more than qualified, that can do the job. But again, you have individuals who are doing these background investigations or recruiting, and I call them gatekeepers. They want the same mentality that you see on the department to come in. And if you want real reform, then you got to change the way you recruit. You got to change the way you do your background investigations. And otherwise, you have the same mentality as you see now. Coming in. And a lot of times they don't have the core values that are needed to do the job that is required of them.
And, and that's fair to say that, that the officers are out there, or the potential officers are out there. It's just a matter of looking in the right places to find them. So Mr. Williams, let's talk about that video out of Miami. We know those 5 officers now facing criminal charges. Do you think that there is starting to maybe be a shift and how incidents of excessive force are being handled, especially since so many of them are caught on video?
Well, I think that there is a shift. In California, they started July 1st, we had an approach to unarmed officer-involved shootings. Well, the state attorney general's office is now taking the lead in that. And I think that there should be a reform as to who looks at these type of situations. And these are misdemeanor charges in Florida. And in my opinion, those are felony charges. Kicking somebody in the head when they're down, you could cause major brain damage. You could cause major damage to them. That's not a misdemeanor conduct. In my opinion, that's felonious conduct.
Well, and the state's attorney has said she's not ruling out potentially upgrading those charges. All right. Well, Timothy Williams Jr., 29-year veteran of the Los Angeles Police Department, we definitely appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.